We will now have a moment of silent meditation, then a pledge to the flag. Thank you. Thank you very much. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you and good morning. It is April 24th, 10 o'clock. All three county commissioners are here, and we'll move forward with consents and approvals with our county administrator.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have 5 exonerations for $414.84. Vouchers for general county fund, $65,836.78. Coal severance, $28.40. 911, $1,499.10. Camp Muffley, $2,320.34. Mason-Dixon Park, $1,497.78. Fire levy, $211,817.97. Recreation levy, $195,103.43. Library levy, $150,426.75. Purchasing card vouchers, general county, $1,169.81. 911, $107.87. Home confinement, $307.05. Camp Muffley, $373.17. Mason-Dixon Park, $460.21. For a voucher total of $630,948.66. We have one budget revision for, in-house budget revision for law enforcement, position vacancies for boards and authorities, the Western Board of Zoning Appeals, the Mon County Planning Commission, the Mon County Development Authority, Mon County Building Commission, and the Camp Muffley Advisory Board. Fiduciary orders for April 24th, 2019.
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes. Thank you very much. Okay, great. We have some introduction of some new employees. We have Sheriff Perry Palmer. Okay, yeah, he's Perry. Or okay, let's go with Perry DeChristopher. Perry and Perry.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am here today to introduce you to our newest employee, Alexandra Long. We call her Allie. She has been working in our victim advocate department while she's been in school. She's been an intern for us, but she's graduating in May, this month, May, with a degree in criminology. She's minored in history as well as psychology. I'm happy to say that she's a Morgantown girl, born and raised, as are her parents, which so many folks kind of are passing through.
Right.
Sometimes our office, but she's a Mon County girl, and we're happy to have her as a part-time employee as one of our administrative assistants that will be working almost exclusively with our abuse and neglect system. So we're happy to have her.
Perry, is this a replacement or is this one of the new?
This is a replacement for the part-time position that was open because Kelly Straley took the full-time job as our victim witness coordinator.
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Welcome.
Welcome, Allie.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
And Perry, could I ask you to stick around for the public officials section?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, can we have the other Perry? Perry 2.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you all doing?
Thank you.
Wow. I don't think I'd mess with those three. Transported. My gosh.
I am introducing 3 new employees. Zach Oshesky will be part-time process transport officer downstairs at a salary of $11.85 an hour. Timothy Davis will be full-time as a process transport officer downstairs at a starting salary of $2,557.20 per month. And Kenneth Clark will be a part-time court security officer at $11.85 per hour. And these are all just filling in for other.
Oh, okay.
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Congratulations on getting the name correct, Perry.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm real impressed.
Yes.
Okay, is that all the new employees? Okay, great. We will have comments from the public. If you'd like, feel free to come up to the stand, state your name, address, and you have 3 minutes. Is anyone interested in speaking at this time? Okay, we'll move on. Colleen, there are no grants today. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, at this time, we asked for a presentation. I'm very pleased to see Whitey McDaniel, and if you want to come with anyone else from Mountaineer United Soccer Club, if you want to come up and just state your name and who you're with again. And we want to thank you for coming.
I'm Cindy Ramsey, and I'm the business manager with Mountaineer United Soccer Club.
And I'm Whitey McDaniel. I'm the president of Mountaineer United Soccer Club. And we were here today just to talk about the benefits to the club from the Parks and Trails levy. And we've been participating in that since it started, and we're looking forward, of course, to hopefully being on the next levy as well. But we've been receiving $25,000 a year from the levy, and we've been using that to do field improvements and expansions and things like that, not only to benefit the kids that are participating in the programs now, but also to try to improve the fields enough that we can start hosting tournaments and bring revenue into the county. And we've been working on all of those. The most recent thing we just did was we purchased a 55 horsepower tractor from a local vendor here in Morgantown for approximately $31,000. And we are also going to be purchasing a contact seeder to allow us to do more expansive work on the fields. And we never could have even considered this without the levy. And in the past, to try to do the work that's needed on a sports field, it's about $8,000 or $9,000 a field to do it right. And we have 14 fields. So we can do the math on that, probably easier than I can. But that's about $100,000 a year if we really want to do the work that's needed. The biggest part of that work is there's nobody local that can do it. They come in from north of Pittsburgh, so they're hauling their equipment with them. And to do 3 fields, a couple of years ago, we could only afford to do 3 fields at a cost of $20,000, about $25,000 actually.
And we haven't done it since then.
And we haven't really done it since then because we've had other needs that have to be done. So using the levy money, we've been able to, first of all, improve the road getting in and out of the field. Parents, were complaining about that. It's gravel road. Of course, with the weather we're having, it's washing out all the time. And we were not only able to bring it back up to just a navigable standard, but we were able to do improvements like improving ditches, crowning, things like that have a longer term impact on the road. But with this tractor and seeder that we have now, we can do all 14 fields twice a year. And the cost now is just simply the gas. We have volunteers that run the equipment for us. And again, we never could have even considered that without the levy money. And this is a huge improvement. And what we've been trying to do with this money is not just fix things for today, but trying to find a way to have a lasting impact. And this tractor, we debated between a used tractor and a new tractor, and with the used one and the maintenance cost and things you have to fix, all the cost analyses we did, and we have folks that do that kind of stuff for us. It came out that the new tractor was actually a much better deal because we shouldn't have any problems with it for the next 5 or 10 years. So just that tractor, we'll be using it for the next 20, 25 years at least. And now we can work on these fields 2 and 3 times a year. We've also been adding a field to our Laurel Point facility, and we're bringing in probably another 30 or 40 truckloads of dirt. We're getting that from over in the Morgantown Industrial Park local. We have a local driver that we hire to haul that for us, so that's kind of helping things out as well. But adding that field, and we're hoping to start playing on that field, if not this fall, next spring. But that allows us now to rest a field every year and tear it up completely and rebuild it. And we're expecting that in the next 2 to 3 years, we're going to have some really premier grass fields. And that's a big deal for this region because it's hard to get teams from Pittsburgh to come down here because our fields are no better than theirs and they want us to come to them. And now that Charleston has that new Shawnee Park, and those people down there don't want to come up here because they have a nice facility down there. So by having a nice premier facility, it will really, I think, be a magnet for getting teams to come to this area, and hopefully it'll have an economic impact in addition to just allowing the kids here to have nice fields to play on. So we appreciate being included. We look forward to working with you guys in the future, and if you have any questions for us, we'd be glad to answer them.
What kind of tractor did you buy?
I'm sorry?
What kind of tractor did you buy?
It's a Coyote tractor, a 55 horsepower, and I say Coyote. I think people say Coyote, but it's spelled Coyote. And it's, we wanted to buy.
I'm a farmer. That's why I asked.
I'm sorry?
I'm a farmer.
Yeah, well, we looked at
I have tractors.
a Kubota. I think was that what Doug has, a Kubota? But the equivalent tractor for a Kubota is about $60,000. Doug, our maintenance guy, has a Kubota as well, but it's smaller and it couldn't pull and lift the things we need pulled and lift. And I will also say that one of the first investments we made with the levy money was we bought a shed big enough to hold all of our seed, fertilizer, nets, all the equipment we need, all the accoutrements that go with it. And that we were able to buy used. It was repossessed by the Amish. We thought that was kind of funny. But it's a great shed, and it's really been useful for us. And the guy that does all the work up there now has a place to work when it's raining. And we can do that away from the kids when they're up on the field. We don't have stuff laying around. So it's been a nice improvement as well. So we really appreciate being part of this and being, a community service. And we're glad to be working with the commission.
Mr. President, can I ask permission to suspend the rules?
Sure, go ahead.
Obviously, there's no need to thank us. This wouldn't be possible without your good work and the people of this county seeing your good work and seeing it as a worthwhile investment. So I appreciate all the countless hours that I'm sure you and all of your volunteers have put in to make this a reality. But the thanks goes to you and most importantly, the people of the county who decided that this is a worthwhile investment. So thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
And again, I just want to thank you. As part of that committee, you came to us with a proposal, and I think it's really important that the public sees where the money goes. And that's why I'm really glad you came now and see, okay, here's where it goes, and then people sees where it's spent. And I agree with you. We couldn't do it without you, and we look forward to putting up another one in actually the near future. It's a little quicker than we realized.
Wow. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming. I
Thank you.
realized it was difficult to come. I apologize. Okay, correspondence. Notice of approved contract from the West Virginia State Auditor's Office with Perry and Associates to conduct the fiscal year 2018 audit for Mon County. That's it. Okay. Is there any other correspondence?
Just one, we've received I received a forward of a copy of a letter that was sent to Matthew Ridgway, who's the president of the Mon County Planning Commission, from the current planner, Richard Wood, saying his last day with the county will be May 3rd.
Okay.
There's one other correspondence, which we'll discuss later.
Yeah, and there's one other piece from Mr. Craig Walker that we'll discuss later.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
Yes. Okay, is there any unfinished business?
No, sir.
Seeing none, move to new business to consider for approved requisition number 19 for the University Town Center EODD Special District Excise Tax Revenue Refunding Improvement Bond Series 2017 Administrative Expense Fund.
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion?
The
or-
discussion there, but what's the amount on that?
$928.75 to Municap.
Communicate.
Okay. Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. B, consideration of sending a letter of support to the West Virginia Department of Transportation in support of improvements to Chaplain Hill Road. Could I have a motion, then we could have discussion?
Move for approval.
Second.
Okay, who would like to start with discussion?
Well, I'll start. This letter was a result of multiple conversations we had about our pilot project that we do in this county in regards to putting up some money and allowing the DOH to leverage funds out of a special discretionary fund that the secretary has to make improvements that otherwise would not have happened in a certain planned year. Last year was the first year we did it, and we let the DOH pick what road they wanted to utilize, and they decided the upper part of River Road, and we put forward $150, and they leveraged another $800,000 for that. This year, with the we've been having a lot of discussions about Chaplain Hill Road and the increased traffic that's currently as a result of the new track. Our extension building is going to be out there. And most importantly, that's where all the school buses have to come and go every day. So we as a commission thought that would be the location for our project this year. I mentioned it to the secretary when he was here a couple weeks ago, and he seemed receptive. So this letter is something to, okay, let's get moving and see if we can get that approved so that we can hopefully get this done this summer. So I don't know, and you guys want to add anything else to that?
Not really. I think, it's a community effort.
Right.
This, I think, is supported by a number of, not just the Board of Education, but a lot of other individuals.
Yeah, and as such, it's already in the paper that we're going to sign this, but
Yeah.
obviously, we're dealing with public entities. We provided the letter to the school board. They discussed it at their meeting last night, and they approved it unanimously for the, so we have the Board of Education president and the superintendent's signature. We also, as a nonprofit, Mylan Park Foundation, we asked them to sign off on it, and the board approved that last Thursday. So the only thing remaining is the commission's signature today.
Okay.
And I believe we also got a letter of support.
Yes, so the letter of support, and this was
Did
an
you want to read
unsolicited
that?
letter that came
Since
this
it's only
morning
2 sentences or 3 sentences, but
as a result of somebody reading the paper.
Yes.
Renetta?
Yeah, this is a letter from Craig Walker. It says, I read with great interest the article in the Dominion Post this morning regarding the Commission's proposed letter to the West Virginia Secretary of Transportation addressing the much-needed repair of Chaplain Hill Road. I applaud your efforts. As my daily commute and activities take me up and down Chaplain Hill Road throughout the week, I would agree wholeheartedly that this road is in great need of repair. As you all have very appropriately stated, there are many entities and activities at Mylan Park, including Mylan Park Elementary and the BOE Transportation Garage. I also wanted to bring to your collective attention the several businesses and hundreds of employees that are located in the Chaplain Hill Business Park developed by the Mon County Development Authority. A listing of those businesses is as follows: City Neon, CLG, CTL Engineering, Diffenbach and Hertz, Downing, FCX Systems, L&H Ventures, Omnicare, Penline, Pilar, Preferred Services, Tiffenbach, Triad Engineering, Tri-County Electric, and Woodford Oil. Any improvements to Chaplain Hill Road would enhance each and every one of these businesses and employees. On behalf of the Chaplain Hill Business Park Association, we strongly endorse your efforts. Craig Walker.
And for clarification, there's going to be a new road built, but it's not for 2.5 years or 3 years. And we are wanting to at least stabilize this road before, and then at later be able to use as an access road. So I think it's a great partnership, and hopefully the governor will agree with that.
Yes, and an important thing, I forgot that we've left out our discussions with the Westwidge developers, and there
Yes.
will be a road through their development, that a 4-lane that will be a better road to Mylan Park, but that won't happen for a couple years. And we also mentioned in this letter, we wanted the Department of Highways to make a decision on the options for exit 155, which are currently under review. So that whole corridor,
Works together.
when it all comes together, will significantly enhance the accessibility in the whole area.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
It passes. Thank you. To consider now adopting a resolution in support of the Industrial Access Road Grant Program application.
Move for approval.
Second?
Second.
This is every year, there's the Industrial Access Road Grant Program, which individuals or organizations will come to the Development Authority and ask for their assistance in submitting these grants. This year, we only have one. It came from Mylan Park Foundation, and this will happen on the other side of the road where they're trying to improve their access, so better accessibility for the school buses and stuff getting in and out of school. So there is you can get a maximum every year of 400,000. Across the state, there's, I think, about 3.5 million, which generally goes unfunded every year. Not unfunded, underutilized every year. So this is the only program that we had some inquiry about the industrial park using it, but this money can't be used for studies. In the industrial park, they're only at the study stage in regards to the access to the park, so we couldn't use it for that. The Development Authority voted on approving support of Monmouth Park's resolution, application, and our resolution as part of the package.
Okay. Did you want to read the resolution, or just want to lead the top paragraph?
Resolution of support for the
Yes.
construction of an industrial access road within Milan Park, Monongalia County, West Virginia.
Okay. Been properly moved and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes. Okay. Is there any other new business?
No, sir.
Okay. Looking for reports from elected officials. Someone. Okay.
Did you want to come up and talk about your volunteer program?
Yes, actually, thank you. I didn't think about that. Our Monongalia County Drug Court participants are always looking for community service projects. And I will say recently, Sheriff Palmer gave approval for our home confinement officers to oversee at least maybe one Saturday a month for a community service project. And so we are certainly open for suggestions. I talked to Mr. Sikora about the possibility that the county commission may have some suggestions or input to an area of the county that might need some help or support. And so we are always looking for community service projects. And so that's what we are kind of open for suggestions. If any of you all have some thoughts or areas that might need a little extra help.
Oh, I can tell you right away.
Okay.
Every Saturday, the first 4 Saturdays, we have recycling.
Okay.
And it'd be very easy to do, and especially the second week in May is going to be the electronic recycling, so it's going to be double the amount. So that's something, and also we have those food giveaways where we could use people to help hand out the food. So
how
those are
about
two things that
I coordinate with you and we'll.
I would set that up. We'd be honored to have.
Yeah, it would be a good project for them. We like
Yes,
to, for
giving
them
back
to do
to the
some
community.
They do community service constantly while they're participants in that program.
Right.
But just recently with the approval of Sheriff
would be
Palmer,
great.
we're gonna have some Saturday supervision, so it's gonna be great. So thank you for that, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
thank
get
you
with
for-
you and coordinate that.
Okay, thank you for
Thank
suggesting
you.
that.
Thank you, Perry.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, seeing none. Sean, if you want to.
Since our last meeting, last Thursday, I had a Milan Park Board meeting. Obviously, this weekend was Easter weekend. I hope everybody enjoyed their holiday weekend with their family. Monday was Earth Day. Yesterday, I had a meeting with Bond Council discussing some financing options for the airport. Obviously, we have a full day today. Tomorrow at the airport, they're having the T-Hangar grand opening at 11:30. I believe, Commissioner, you're attending. Friday, we have some work sessions, and in the evening, we have our Mon County Classic. This is the third year that we've had this, and we've sponsored this. Each of the county high schools will be participating, and by participating, they get to play a game on the stadium field. It starts off on Friday at 4:30 with GW playing George Washington out of Charleston playing University. 7 o'clock, Ripley plays Morgantown. Then on Saturday, Clay Patel plays Trinity at 9. Buffalo plays Parkersburg Catholic at 11:30. There'll be a stepping stone exhibition at 2. Spring Valley plays Bridgeport at 2:30, and then Moorfield plays Clarksburg Notre Dame at 5. I was listening to the radio last night on Tony Carito's play, and I didn't realize all these teams, how there's a lot of good teams that are playing. A lot of these teams are very highly ranked in the state. So I commend MVB and Don Robinson for this is their third year, and well, the second year helping us put this together. The first year was just Morgantown High Plain University. So I commend them for their efforts. I understand that there is no fee for the public to enter any of the games. They're just donations are appreciated, and all that goes to stepping stones. So it's all worthwhile cause. And if anybody can't make any of the games, I believe they're being all streamed on I think that would be W Metro News. So I'm excited to hopefully catch a couple of the games. depending on, actually, it worked out perfect. I was going to be able to catch the 4 o'clock game, go to my daughter's softball game, watch that, and then go back and watch the Morgantown game, but Ballpark had a scheduling snafu, and they double booked the field, so we have to play later. So both games are scheduled the same time as Morgantown High. In general, today is National Administrative Professionals Day, and I'd like to thank our administrative and professional staff for all they do, Colleen, Renetta, for all you do, and all our county employees that fall under this. It's a special day to just sit back and thank the people that make us up here look good. Thank you.
Yes, as Sean said, tomorrow I will represent the commission at the ribbon cutting for the city's T hangars at the Morgantown Municipal Airport, and then, of course, go to Preston County in the evening for the road caucus. Now, Friday and Saturday, I shall be in attendance of my 45th dental school reunion. So that will, but Friday morning, we are scheduled for a work session that I'll be here for. And next Tuesday, I'm really happy to announce that we will be having the first meeting for the Mountaineer Trail Network to begin discussions of how do we proceed from here and actually come to fruition of what we were given permission to do. That's it.
Okay. I also have very good news. One other event going on Friday and Saturday. Mike Mosser and the former WVU track athletes are running the Mountaineer Challenge, which is the first ever high school college track meet that SSAC and the NCAA allowed it. They had to pass through a lot of hoops. So that's Friday night and Saturday. Now that charge is $5, but the money goes back into the event and to the track. The second thing, at Milan Park this past Saturday, we had the food giveaway. We had 180 families the day before Easter, and that resulted in 602 family members getting food and having food for that. And also, tomorrow night is going to be a very important meeting. That's going to be the North Central Road Caucus, and we had an agenda, but with the new revelation that came out today from Evan Hansen and John Williams, there's going to be some new interest in the potential of a possible lawsuit against the state being short $16 million on the road caucus by using the formula. And I think that's now going to be up for discussion, where before it was just hypothetical, there is now actual data. So I think there's going to be a number of different issues, and will be very interesting of what the North Central Road Caucus will be doing. And I'm really glad that we continue to do that. And I want to give kudos to those two individuals who took 4 months to figure out the numbers on the variables on that road. With that, any other?
Move to adjourn.
Second, we be adjourned. Thank you.